Well, talk about the start to the year. I mean, 2 tournaments, 2 wins. You got to be pleased with how things have started.
I am pleased, Mike. We play tournaments to win the tournaments, and to go to both of them and come out on top is a good positive. What I like is the scores we're shooting. Wolf Run was a very difficult golf course, and we were pretty consistent across the board. And then at ISU last week at the DA Y-Ring, the conditions were tough. It was really windy, and it was tough, and greens were fast, and we shot some good scores there too. So it is nice to win tournaments, and it's nice to go come home the winner, but it's also nice to shoot some good consistent scores.
Talk about the progress of your young players. I mean, 2 solid tournaments for several of your freshmen.
Yeah, 3 freshmen have been in our top 6 on our team, and that's half. And when they show up and they're competitive out of the box and are ready to play college golf, that's a big plus for us, because those guys are going to play a big part of our successes or failures this year. And those guys are going to be looked upon to grow throughout the year and to continue to get better and like I said, play a big role in our season.
Well, this weekend's always one of the highlights of the year, going up to Olympia Fields. I know you've talked about it before, but what does it mean to have a partnership with them and to be able to host a tournament on such a prestigious golf course?
Well, Olympia Fields is one of the best golf courses in the world, and for us to call that our home away from home, only an hour and a half from campus, is pretty special. And this is our 7th year hosting the event, and it's one of the top five fields in college golf. And to go up there and host it at such a prestigious course and have the membership behind us and be able to call that home, for the weekend is awesome. And I know the teams coming in from all over the country are really excited to be a part of it.
How did it come about that you guys were able to take some players to the Ryder Cup that are playing there, and how much is everybody looking forward to that?
Well, we went into this hosting this event 7 years ago to make it the best event in college golf. And when people come to play our event, we're the hosts. They're our guests, and we try to do what we can to make their stay and their tournament as good as we can. And with the Ryder Cup in town, kind of overlapping, if you will, for this weekend, we looked into getting with the PGA of America and buying some tickets for one of the days. So we bought 100 tickets for Saturday afternoon rounds, so all the teams coming in and their coaches will be able to go experience the Ryder Cup for 4 or 5 hours. So we're going to play a practice round Saturday morning. We're running 2 big buses. We're going to pile them in the buses with some lunch in there and take them to the Ryder Cup and enjoy the matches and come home Saturday night. And then the first round is mid-morning Sunday. So we just believe in this, that if you're the host school, you try to make the teams that come in as welcome and as comfortable as you can, but also giving them an experience they can't forget.
Well, you're going to be without 2 of your top players, but with good reason. I mean, just talk about the international experience and what it says about your program to have 2 guys playing in the World Team Amateur this weekend.
Yeah, the World Amateur is the biggest team amateur event in the world. I mean, it's the Olympics of amateur golf. And 2 years ago, we had 2 players playing it also. Scott Langley represented the U.S. and Thomas Peters represented Belgium, and now we have 2 Belgians playing. So unfortunately, they're going to miss our event at Olympia Fields this weekend, but I think it speaks volumes for our program that that they're playing on a national stage, and I want them to represent their country. It's important to them, and this one time a year when they got to go play for the most prestigious team event in the world and go play for the country, they need to go do that. So they're going to go and gain experience and play in that strong field, and we'll take care of business here at home.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the depth. Obviously you're not replacing those 2 guys, but you took 7 guys at the first 2 events, and you've got some depth here that is going to pay dividends, I would think, this week.
Well, I think so. College golf teams are only as good as their depth. I mean, you got to have 6 and 7 players deep, and I think we're showing that. And for the 2 guys that were on the outside looking in the first 2 events, they're going to get a chance to play in one of the best college events in the country, and to help us compete and see how good we can do. So, it's a positive. You get your 2 Belgium guys going back home to play for the country, and then you have the 2 guys here stepping in and going to compete for Illinois and pick up for their teammates.